Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary from The Last Ranger. Today I'm going to cover a very special topic. I recently got my cat Paxton taken hostage, and I was told if I don't show my 10 favorite small knives, they didn't say my favorite, they just said send us a video of your 10 small knives and we will send your cat back. So I'm doing this to rescue my cat. So if you want to help me out, maybe give me a thumbs up, because if I get a thumbs down, my cat will probably lose a finger on his paw. So let's make this video quick. So I'm going to start maybe with one of my smaller blades. This is the Kershaw. I don't remember what it's called. And this is my smallest knife, I believe. The smallest blade. I think they were looking for the smallest blade. So this is a knife that I keep in my drawer, kind of because it's cute looking, and it's kind of nice to open boxes, mail, all kinds of things. I keep all my knives in my small knives in this drawer right next to me. So I'm gonna show you another knife. This is a knife I've had a long time, many years, 10 plus years, maybe 15 years. This is a Code Steel that I have. This is the Mini Tough Light, I believe. Yeah. So you can see here, I've used it a lot. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to show it to you. The tip has been broken off. You probably can't see that, but I used it so much I broke a partial of the tip off. So it's pretty small. It's right next. I think it's the smallest because the cutting edge is the smallest. I'm going to show you a more recent knife. I picked this knife up. I wanted to pick this knife up and use it for as a knife pick. You can see I have a knife pick back there for opening traditionals, but I wanted to have an optional knife pick because you can watch my video. I'll post it up there in the card. So anyway, this is a cute little knife, and you can see it's very small on the blade. I like this knife mainly because it has a cute blade, and that tool is very useful. This is a Kershaw Shuffle. The Kershaw Shuffle is a little bit bigger than this knife. A little bit bigger blade, probably about the same size when you take that tool into consideration. So it has a bottle opener. I gave this funky beaded lanyard, and I dyed the scales. I believe there were tan originally. Let me set it there. I'm going to show you an older, well, not much older. This was a knife that I probably picked up 3 years ago, maybe. This is a Black Fox. I believe it's the BF 745. This is kind of a minimalist knife. This was retired. I used to keep this in my drawer also. I still keep it in there, but I don't really use it anymore. And let me uncover a few knives out of here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get at least 5 more to go to save my cat's life. So this is basically a traditional knife. Well, it's a modern traditional. I know people don't like modern traditional terms, but I will call this a modern traditional because it's a slip joint blade. Well, it's not a slip joint because it doesn't have a spring. It's a double detent knife. This is also a Kershaw, and I don't remember the name. I'll give you the number. This is the 2032, and I picked this up maybe a year or two ago because I liked it. I liked the styling. Again, this is the double detent system. Let me show you a really old knife. I've had this knife so long, I can't even think. Maybe 20 years, maybe more, probably more. This is the Spyderco Ambitious, and this was my carry for like a lot of years because I worked in I'm a graphic designer, and I worked in an office setting, and every knife that I would pull out, people would be scared of, and I wasn't a traditional guy, so I picked up this Ambitious like 20 plus years ago, and when I pulled this out, people were tended not to be scared. They thought it was a cute knife. So you can see at the blade, it's bigger than these two in this one, but it's smaller than this and smaller than this. It's a cute blade, a cute size knife, a small knife. Oh, this is peeking out. So I do remember this. This is Saviti Kiwi. I'm always forgetting all these names, but I remember this because this was kind of a daily carry, maybe a weekly carry. I always have this 1 or 2 days a week in my pocket. This is so small, it just fits perfectly in my pocket. So this is another double detent system, and yeah, so it's non-locking. You can't lock it. Oh, I mean, you kind of can lock it because it has a double detent, 2 ball bearings that hold it in. But yeah, I like this knife. By the way, I dyed the scales. If you're wondering, if people ask me, did that patina that way? I don't think G10 patinas. So just in case you never visit my channel, I'm just going to tell you, I dyed this. This is like a blended dye. I call it a blended dye. It used to be jade scales, but I took a spring green. I think it was called spring green, and I dyed the fade there. So this is probably one of my smaller knives. It's about the same size as this, smaller than this, about the same size as this. So let me pull out this. This is the Baby Banter. It's a me, Mario. It's a me, Mario. I can't do that. So this is a small knife, but luckily you could choke up on it. And I like the all blacked out version of the Baby Banter. So you can see it's a very small blade. If you take into account the choil up there, it's just about the same size as this blade, because the cutting edge is very small. And let me pull out my last knife, and this is probably my most expensive knife. I didn't plan it that way, but it was in the right position. So this is the Copita. I believe this is the Copita. I think it's made by Voxnus. It doesn't have the logo on there, but I think it's Jesper Voxnus design, and it's called the Copita. I happen to win this knife. This knife is probably $200+, and I'm glad I won it, because I wouldn't have bought it because it's very expensive for a small knife. It doesn't say on here, but I'm pretty sure it's in M390 steel, maybe. I don't remember. You can look it up. It's called the Copita. So this is a frame lock, and this is a little small knife. Very, very cool. Very nice flipper. It's just has a little bit wear. This is the brass, and this hardware in the background's brass, and everything else is titanium, except for, you know, the blade, of course. So I got 10. So you know, I'm going to get my cat back, and I hope I get my cat back. But I wanted to throw in a 11th one, just because I'm pretty sure that counts. This counts as a mini knife. This is the, what do you call it? This is the Night Claw. Night Claw. So this is a little bitty push button. It doesn't launch it. You just have to shake it out and let off the button. But this is a keychain that I made. I made this keychain. I made this lanyard keychain for this, and I've always been meaning to transfer my keys to it, but I've never done it. Yeah, so this is my bonus knife. Hopefully they will give me my cat back. My cat's Paxton. He's not my toughest cat. My toughest cat is Orbit, but if I have to rescue my cat, there's going to be a beatdown. So, all right, guys, I'll let you go. Take care, Wastelanders.
You're alive because I have allowed you to live. So you show me some goddamn respect!